Hey guys, take 75. Gear update from our gear video in April. We made quite a few changes. My base weight is around 17 or so. Laurel's is up around 18. I'll let her get into all that. We want to talk about the changes we made, and there is a thing called pre-through hike stress syndrome. Had no idea that was coming, so yeah, big fun. We're going to throw our gear out, go over some of the changes we made, and yeah.
Okay, I have taken everything out of my pack. Things that are exactly the same, I'm going to just kind of blow through. This is what we use for our sit pad and our front porch. It's part of the pad that we cut into seats for ourselves. That's the same. Sleeping bag is the same. Enlightened equipment, Accomplice, 10 degree, that it's a quilt that we share. Then staying in the main body of my pack. This is my clothes bag. I will take it all apart and talk about it later because basically everything in here has changed. Yeah, that's sad. This is our cook system. I can take out we got a new stove. I'll talk about that when we're opening stuff up. This is my ditty bag, which looks gigantic, but that's because it's got a bunch of wipes in that Rich and I share. There's a couple other things in here that's new. I'll talk about that at the time. Staying in the body of the pack. This is why my base weight went kind of crazy. Meet my new friends. This is 6 weeks worth of antibiotics, and I have to take certain vitamins and stuff because the antibiotics cause deficiencies in like D and B and all the other letters. So that's this. And then this is something else that I have to use. It's I have to use a nebulizer to clean out my lungs. So this combined is like 3.5 pounds. And if I were to take that out, my base weight would be right back to what it was before. But without these, I don't get to hike. So suck it up, buttercup. This is my Talente jar. We use these to drink our coffee, and if we want a cold soak, we can. This is my electronics bag, which basically is identical to what it was in the previous video. This is my vertice rain jacket, and inside it I have my REI Minimalist mitts that we also had before. Same Marmot Precip pants. Keen water shoes are currently on waivers, and we are using these little cheapo water shoes for camp shoes because they're a lot lighter. Once summer comes and we lighten up, may get the Keens back, may not. We'll just see how things are going. These are my Smartwool beanie, my Smartwool gloves that have, Amanda Best had these. They have the fingers and they cover up like mittens, and I hike in those. And then I have a headband in here as well. My possum down gloves I keep with my sleep clothes, so I only sleep in those because I didn't want to use the same gloves to hike in and sleep in because I'll get gross. This is the first aid kit, and it stays in the outside. This is the Pabella. It's a feminine urinary device plus P-rag. This is a little ball to roll out our tendons. This is the umbrella. I got it for Christmas, and
Thank you, Santa.
yes, thank you, Santa, and looking forward to it. It's a 6 moons. Hopefully it'll work out. And then these are our little cook pouches that we made from a video Darwin had. I carry those in my pack. This is our document bag. Keep smoky permits and like pen and some paper. If we do end up taking any part of a Thru Hiker's Companion or something, we'll put the pages in here. I had a bigger tripod, but when all this happened, I had to change it around. So I got this little tiny lightweight tripod and the Manfrotto to hold my phone. And I do still have my stick pick because it's so light. I figured I'd take them both, and if I end up not using something, it can go home. This is the contents of my hip belt, which is basically the same. My headlamp, it's the Nitecore, and we did substitute the paracord to make it lighter. A chapstick, my Google earbuds, because we had Samsung Galaxies before, now we have Pixel 3s. This is an eyeglass cleaner, and learned the hard way in a rainstorm that you do want to keep this bad boy in a Ziploc, because when it becomes wet, it becomes worthless. This is my Dutch ware pack hanger. Keeps your pack out of the mud if you hang it on a tree. We're both carrying some hot hands because it's going to be pretty cold when we start out. And this is some Runner's High. This is a friend of ours out west. It's really good for places that get owies.
Thanks, Dan and Colleen.
Yes. And then this is just a sunscreen stick. And that's pretty much my stuff.
Hey guys, gonna try to go through this pretty quickly. Obviously we've got the same packs. We both have the hauls. We added an additional shoulder pouch to both of our packs. Laurel added a fanny pack to hers. I can't seem to deal with having anything hanging in front of me, so I couldn't do the fanny pack. I did add a couple of baby safety pins to my pack to dry out some clothes when they get wet, moving on, as well as Laurel. This thing doesn't want to lay down.
Just whack it.
Yeah. I guess we'll start from the outside in. What I typically carry in my mesh is I've got a plastic bag, big plastic bag for some gloves, a Smartwool beanie, my camp shoes to try to keep those dry, and if I need to take off my R1, which is a new addition to both of our packs, I'll put it in here to keep it dry if it starts raining. I got the Zpacks vertice raincoat and the vertice pants from Zpacks. Got them on a bargain hunt there. They had them on their bargain store, saved a little money there. And I've also got the same rain mitts, and they all fit nicely in the pouch that they have. Also on the outside of my pack, one of my shoulder pouches, I've got the InReach and Deuce's Spades. Dean, there you go, buddy. And some toilet paper. In my other shoulder pouch, I have my ditty bag and our water system, which consists of CNOC 3-liter and the Sawyer squeeze. Got a couple extra caps and stuff in there to keep things from going crazy.
Don't we have Aqua Mira tabs in there too, or?
Yeah, I did. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, we got some Aqua Mira tabs in there as a backup if there's a problem with the squeeze. Smart water bottles, 1 liter. Got 2 of those.
Oh, I have 2 of those too. I forgot.
Pee bottle. Don't want to have to climb out in the middle of a freezing night dealing with that. This stuff over here is what I carry in one of my hip belt pockets. Got a little clothesline. I've got some nerd wax to keep my glasses on my face when I get wet and sweaty. My glasses try to fall down. A little glass cleaner. Dutch ware pack hanger. Those things are awesome. Some chapstick, some dental floss. Our favorite little Nitecore headlamp, and we changed out obviously to the shock cord for the things, and a couple of packs of hot hands if we need them. Inside the pack, this is the same as our previous gear video. Our Nemo Tensors, I carry those. They're on the bottom. I have a trash compactor bag. I typically put my clothes bag in the bottom of my pack inside of that. Then I do the pads, and then I put my electronics bag inside that, and I roll up the trash compactor bag, put the tent on top of that. Still got the Triplex Camo, like that a lot. Changed the stakes to the larger Groundhogs from MSR. I had a combination of the short ones and the long ones, the short ones on the corners, but they weren't long enough. They wouldn't hold the tent in soft ground, so we went to the larger ones. But besides that, I destroyed them in the Grand Canyon. That Bright Angel campground, that stuff's like cement. The ground cloth I got from Zpacks. I'm now keeping that on the outside of my pack on top, along with the sit pad. I keep them together on the outside so that if we need to get at them pretty quick, we get a little thunderstorm or something, we got to huddle under this to stay dry in the summertime, we'll go ahead and do that. Talente bottle, I've got a little scoop in there in case we have some trouble with water. Yeah, little MSR fuel canister, we both carry one of those. Zpacks bear bag from our previous video, it's the same bag. This is actually got our first resupply, our first food bag in it, leaving out of Springer, so it's full, ready to go. Quickly on the shoe thing, I was using the 3.5 Superiors. I went with a pair of 4s because my 3.5s were shot. I am going to change the Temps once I get up the trail a little bit. I like the Temps a lot too. They're pretty good shoes.
Okay, gonna talk quickly about what we're gonna wear when we start out on Thursday. When we drive down on Wednesday, I'm probably gonna wear some clothes that I can just throw away because I really want to start out fresh on Thursday. I have started hiking in a skirt, and it's a Lightheart Gear skirt. If it's not cold, I just wear it with a pair of like longer compression shorts underneath it, and then I've got the these are Darn Tough Trek socks, I think is what they are, and I wear a Fox River liner, Patagonia barely there bra. This is a new shirt. It's a Columbia Silver Ridge.
It's really a nice shirt.
Yeah, I like it. Normally, and you'll have seen in all the videos, I hike in this shirt, but I got this as well because it is going to be pretty cold when we start out, and I can layer these. I didn't really want to use merino wool because it was just too much, because when it gets cold, this is a new thing that we both got, is an R1, and I really have enjoyed the R1. And of course, worst case scenario, then we can also layer rain jackets and puffies if we need to.
We got a good deal on both R1s. eBay, we bought them used, actually.
Yes, awesome. Now, this is my, these are Wool-X tights. When it's super cold and we're starting out, I've got those to go under the skirt. And if I'm just not in the mood to wear the skirt, I could wear them in place of it. So this is just sort of an extra layer, and when it warms up, they'll go home. They're in my clothing bag normally. This is my Buff, and it's one of the ones that has UV protection. The shoes that I'm using, went through some shoe drama. We're not going to even talk about it. I've had so much drama in my life. But finally, my feet just are amazingly huge, and I had to size up a full size like a couple weeks ago, and I'm still having trouble. And the MQMs, they just came out with the Flex 2 like a week ago. Has a different lacing system that seems to be working better with my now very large, pudgy, fat feet, and real good grip on it. So we did some training hikes in them, and seriously, things are settling down there. This is more stuff from my clothing bag. We changed out our sleep stuff to the Patagonia Air system, and we have the ones with the hoods. And when you're sleeping in the super, super cold, this keeps you so warm. I have trouble keeping my beanie on my head at night, and with this I don't have to.
It's inside out.
Oh, is it inside out?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Well, it looks the same, only it doesn't have a tag sticking out. And then these are the pants, and they're super lightweight. They're a little fragile, but for sleeping, they're perfect.
They're toasty warm.
Right, and sleep socks that will go inside my down booties, and these are my best friends when it's cold. These are my possum down gloves. Like I said, I only sleep in them, so they stay in my sleep bag. I keep a glasses case in there because I would have trouble, especially when it's cold, hanging my glasses up on the line in the tent or putting them somewhere, and they just get like so cold and frozen. I want to put them in this glasses case.
They steam up really bad.
Yeah, I want to keep them in my sleeping bag, and they'll be safe in this. Extra pair of underwear and an extra bra, because I just like to have that, because sometimes I don't want to run around with no bra on when we're doing laundry. This is underwear to sleep in, and these are extra socks. These are some shorter ones. These are cloud lines that Ten told me about, and so I got a pair of those. And then Baskets and Julie talked about the CEP compression for your calves. So I'm going to pair those together if I have days where I'm having any kind of problems with my shins and stuff like that. And then these are some Smartwool PhD long socks, but especially because we're going to be in some cold and icy and weird stuff, a nice pair of dry socks. You know, I'm already carrying so much crap. What's another pair of socks? So, yeah, I think that's it.
Hey guys, I'm going to go through what I'm wearing on me while I'm hiking for the most part to start with, and then I'll get into my sleep stuff. I have my Dirty Girls. I'm on the fence about taking the Dirty Girls, but they do have Dirty Girls on them, so yeah. Anyway, R1, like Laurel said, we got a good deal on those. I really like these R1s. They're awesome. They keep you cool, they keep you warm. They're great. Still wearing the Armicello Duluth shirt. Still in love with that shirt. It's a great shirt on the outside. I have changed something with that until it gets real warm. Wool X merino wool t-shirt underneath that provides a real nice layer of comfort for me to have that underneath it. So I'm wearing that underneath that shirt, which I hadn't been, but this is winter, so yeah. Still wearing the backcast PFGs.
But these are so much cuter.
Well, I am on vacation, so I did go with, yeah, that. Anyway, no more black ones. Buffs, Laurel's old buff I really like. It's a lot prettier than mine. I don't know which buff I'm wearing, but I'm taking one of them. And the Darn Tough socks. And I talked a little bit about my superiors. I'm going to be going with the 4s to start with, a couple 100 miles, and then I'm going to move on to the Temps for the rest of the trail. That's what I'm wearing on my body. This pair of pants I'm taking along for the cold weather. They're a pair of REI zip-off pants. I got them at the garage sale. I don't know what they are, but they work really well. I'll wear them sometimes in the morning if it's really cold, and take them off and put them with my clothes a little later on. Both of us have got the Capilene Airs pants and hooded shirt to sleep in. These things are wicked light and wicked warm and comfortable. Ex officio underwear to sleep in. I got my possum down gloves for sleeping, like Laurel, same thing. Extra pair of Darn Toughs in case my other ones get really gross. I got some silk liners to go in my booties to sleep at night. These things are worth their weight in gold when it's cold. Oh my gosh.
And they're the Aegis ones that we just got off Amazon for they were ridiculously cheap.
Yeah, it's so nice to have warm feet at night.
Oh, we'll let you know if they actually make it until we get to the Smokies. We may have gotten what we paid for.
Yeah, that was really quick. The biggest changes we made in our sleep gear was the Capilene Airs, and then the R1s. That's a big change, for the better.
Yeah, I forgot. When Rich was talking, I looked over. Another one of my Christmas presents was an Arc'teryx hat that I really like, and it's got a nice solid bill. I requested it before I got the umbrella, but when I'm not using the umbrella, this will keep the rain out of my eyes. So that's going. And he had talked about the fanny pack from Zpacks. It hooks on between the hip belts, and it's really good size. I'll be keeping my phone in here and my snacks. I do have a lot of pockets in the skirt as well, so it's kind of overkill for storage. But the other thing that's nice about this is it has a strap that I'm carrying that when we're in towns and stuff, we can just use the fanny pack. Wanted to mention, in the whole shoe debacle, I called Rob at Outdoor 76, and that man talked to me on the phone for like almost 2 hours. He's amazing. I'm gonna stop in and see him when we get to Franklin, and we may end up changing my shoes. I don't know. If everything's good, maybe we won't. So I think that's everything. We just need Wednesday to hurry up and get here because we're so ready to go.
Chewing paws off as we speak.
Yes, we are. So keep your fingers crossed that any other bumps in the road we have are manageable and we can get to spring.
Just a little shout out to Jimmy and I Believe. They've been a great resource. They've been so helpful. They're just really awesome folks. We got a couple of boxes they're going to run up the trail for us, and we're going to pick them up at Fontana and
Newfound Gap.
Newfound Gap, right? And also I'm going to swap out to my Temps when I get to the Smokies.
And hopefully that other box, Jimmy and I Believe told us that if we come in with our rental car, hopefully we can go past Blood Mountain Cabins and leave a box for ourselves. So that's what that white box is a box we're going to drop off for ourselves, so we'll have our own resupply.
Yeah.
Okay. How many more days?
Not too many. 3.
2, 3, yeah. And everybody that's out there, keep on trucking. We've been enjoying watching you.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
See you guys.
Bye.